7 First Alert Weather.
And as we celebrate our Independence Day tomorrow, the weather will be pretty nice considering all the different extremes that we could see. So for Boise, we're expecting a high of 88 degrees tomorrow. We'll see a little bit of haze start to build in with some wildfire smoke, but we'll also see some breezy conditions. So that will make it feel a little bit less hot for us. And speaking of those breezes, we're going to be around 10 to 15 miles an hour for those consistent wind speeds, and then we could see gusts of up to 25 miles an hour. So let's take a little bit of a closer look at the wind. I think Mountain Home is going to be one of the places that sees the most consistent wind throughout the day. So you can see some of those wind speeds staying in the teens, and then as we go into the afternoon and evening, some of those wind speeds are going to pick up, and Mountain Home getting up to 23 miles an hour expected as we go into the evening hours tomorrow. But Magic Valley is going to stay a little bit on the lighter side with those wind speeds in the teens, and that wind is going to bring in some wildfire smoke for us. As of now, those highest concentrations are more localized to the eastern third of the U.S. But as we go into tomorrow and those winds pick up, you're going to see the smoke start to increase as we go into the late night and overnight hours on 4th of July. And so since we're going to see the wildfire smoke and we've got a really stable atmosphere and we're expecting smoke from fireworks, I think we'll likely see some air quality decline as we go overnight Tuesday into Wednesday. So overnight 4th of July and into Wednesday, maybe smelling a little bit more of those smoky conditions. We've been tracking some of those thunderstorms towards the south of Twin Falls, but the activity is expected to decrease as we go into the evening tonight. And we do have some chances of showers to the east of Haley and Sun Valley tomorrow. I think that we have a very low chance of seeing some quick hitting showers through those areas tomorrow, but mainly dry conditions are expected because we have a high pressure center that's dominant over our region. However, it is being weakened right now by a low pressure trough that is dipping to the south. So because we're going to see that high pressure weaken, that gives us a little bit more instability in the atmosphere through tomorrow. But then as we go into Wednesday, we see that dissipate. So we could see some lingering haze develop pretty quickly after tomorrow. So again, for tomorrow, we're going to see those highs in the lower 80s for Magic Valley areas with more sunshine expected. Again, very low chance, but could possibly see some very light, quick hitting showers in Haley and Sun Valley areas as most of that moisture is expected to stay to the east. And then as we go to the west central mountains, probably a little bit more of that smoke and haze for you tomorrow, but mainly sunshine as well, as it's going to be a little bit drier to the west. And then in valley locations, we're going to expect those highs to be very close to the 90-degree mark, but expecting a high of 88 degrees for Boise for tomorrow. And again, we'll probably see a little bit more of that haze as wildfire smoke starts to build in and those breezy conditions as well. And then as we look at the rest of your 7-day forecast, it's a very warm summer 7-day forecast for us with those temperatures getting above average. But tomorrow will be pretty close to the average, but more 90-degree temps are going to be on the way. Morgan.